Now to the Green Chamber, where the House of Representatives on Thursday rejected a motion urging the federal government to declare a state of emergency on factors predisposing youth to leaving the country. This comes on a day the legislators moved to address the lingering issues of gas flaring by oil and gas companies. National Assembly correspondent Japa reports.
The word Japa as a Yoruba coinage, which translates to leaving the country, has become the new catchphrase for migration by desperate Nigerians in search of greener pastures. A report by the United Nations Department of Economic and Social Affairs put the international emigration from Nigeria in 2020 at 1.7 million from 990,000 in 2010. That figure has since grown. Poor living wages, growing insecurity, unemployment and poor living conditions are some of the reasons adduced. Sectors such as health, information, technology, education and banking suffer the most.
Second, a motion ably moved.
It is in addressing the astronomical increase in the number of young brains getting out of the country that Benue legislator Philip Agbese comes with a motion aiming for a national summit that will address these predisposing factors.
In line with the Renew Hope team of the President Bola Tinubu administration, the triggers that predispose young Nigerians to find a choice to leave the country attractive, which make young people frustrated, demands a declaration of state of emergency in order to address this syndrome.
But the motion failed to fly, as some members insist it contravenes the provision of the Constitution.
It's the liberty of a Nigerian if he is qualified and he is normal and he has all the grant rights of movement anywhere he wants.
Let there be national summit so that all these factors will be given priority.
In another motion, the lawmakers resolved to probe the unending problem of gas flaring by some oil companies with a view to finding a lasting solution.
In the last decade, approximately $9.05 billion has been lost to gas flaring. This money would have offset 23.62% of the country's total foreign debt of $38.32 billion.
Meanwhile, the sponsor of the motion of the Japa syndrome says he will represent it before his colleagues.
The motion failed because, as it is not an issue that people who are just coming out of election have been able to abreast themselves with. But I believe that in the next couple of days, I'm going to visit my colleagues. I'm going to talk to them.
The House has adjourned plenary to July 4, but before the adjournment, the Speaker announced the composition of 7 other committees that will put things in shape pending the setting up of the substantive committees. Japa, TVC News, Abuja.